So we're talking about a way to really embrace winter at the first ever Winter Carnivale. If you've ever ridden in an ambulance or needed to call one for a loved one, you know how important their life-saving services are. And all of that expertise is in some part due to the Pittsburgh Emergency Medicine Foundation, or PEMF as it's known. The Winter Carnivale is a fun way to support and celebrate the PEMF. And here to tell us more are board member John Chamberlin and Dr. Ankur Doshi, one of the foundation's grant recipients. Thank you both for being here.
Well, thanks for having us. We appreciate it.
Do we need to point out that you are also from your Jagoff podcast, because people may recognize you from that as well?
Well, thank you. Yes, yes.
So let's talk a little bit about what PEMF is for folks who don't know about it.
Sure. PEMF, Pittsburgh Emergency Medicine Foundation, is an independent nonprofit organization that funds research in the field of emergency medicine. So a lot of people don't know that while Pittsburgh's known for food and culture now, Pittsburgh has been on the forefront of emergency medicine research for years, and because of PEMF. So as you said in your opening, anybody that's ever seen an ambulance or been inside of an ambulance, somehow PEMF and the research that has been done here, small grants and big grants, have had an impact on that, whether it's the crew's interaction, the amount of rest they get, the drug cocktails that they're giving, or the types of equipment that they're using in the ambulance. PEMF has set the standard for many of these things through their research.
And you have background as an EMT.
I do, yeah. Yeah, I've hiked a few stretchers in my day, yeah, for sure. And so it's really interesting to know that as a board member of PEMF, we can try to help improve the process even including just lifting research on saving people's backs, as you would know, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Right? So, Dr. Doshi, talk a little bit about emergency medicine, why something like this is so needed.
So, emergency medicine is a really stressful specialty. We see patients in all walks of life at all times with all sorts of diseases. And it's really important that we research those. A lot of research requires really big grants, but in order to get those big grants, you need seed money. You need money to do a small pilot study. And PEMF's been really good about supporting our emergency medicine researchers, who are not only the researchers, but also the folks who help teach and train the paramedics in the city.
I completely get it, because whether you're an EMT or a doctor in the ER, this is the first person that's seeing you to treat you. So you need to know what's happening with that person. And like you said, a lot of research has to go into that.
Yeah, for sure. And some of the research even that Dr. Doshi would talk about is AEDs. You're familiar with AEDs, the automatic external defibrillators. The research has been done in Pittsburgh, where we're the only ones that map these, right? Yeah. And it's helpful to the EMS people, because it helps the EMS patients get treatment before EMS even arrives, and it gives them a better situation potentially when they show up.
And can you talk about how you directly benefited from PEMF? Because I understand that you have a grant right now that's...
Yeah, so I am lucky enough to have a recipient of a multi-year grant. And what PEMF has been funding for us is a really unusual idea, which is that patients from underrepresented backgrounds have worse outcomes overall in the country. And one of the thoughts is it's because our researchers don't really have a shared experience with our patients. So there are fewer underrepresented researchers in the country than there are anywhere else. And these are underrepresented minorities. So PEMF is actually funding a study or a project where we can take students from underrepresented minority backgrounds, bring them into our labs, teach them how to do research, and hope that they, 20 years from now, are going to be the researchers to change outcomes for patients that look like them and have shared experience.
That's really neat. So the grant is actually for the researchers and not for a study itself, but to train. Can we talk about the Carnival? How did this idea come about? This is the first one ever.
Sure. So everybody's looking for a unique way to fundraise, right? And so we got in touch with the folks at Revive Marketing, who put together this wonderful event, and it's perfect because it's fun, it's a little crazy, and let alone it's classy as well. So the Winter Carnival at the Ace Hotel will help us raise money for the Research Foundation and the grants that we give. And so we're going to have people on stilts. No Bad Juju is singing.
Very cool.
and we want people to show up and get in your craziest winter cocktail outfit, whatever that might be. It's wide open, and the food's going to be fantastic, as it always is at the Ace Hotel.
Yeah, very cool. And can you tell us more about the tickets and how people
Sure.
can get them?
Tickets are on sale right now, and I think you guys will have the link up as well. And but if they want to know more about PEMF, it's PEMF.net. But you can search for tickets there as well. But again, it's the doldrums, right? We're in the middle of the winter doldrums today, aren't we? So
yes,
this is a good way this Friday get out and get your tickets. We'll even let you come in and you show up at the door and buy a ticket. That's fine.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, colorful attire.
Yes.
Really lighten the mood there.
Yes.
Okay, thank you both for being here.
Thank
and great
you.
work
Thank
you all are doing. Come out to embrace the season at the first ever Winter Carnivale and support the Pittsburgh Emergency Medicine Foundation. The party is this Friday night from 7 until 10 at the Ace Hotel in East Liberty.